Scentland, the land of scent. Hey guys, Matt here and welcome to my fragrance obsession. Now, by the way, I am not making fun of Chris from Scentland. Now, I absolutely love Chris. I think he's an amazing reviewer. And for those who have not watched him, I will leave his the link to his channel in the description below. But the only reason I did that is because Chris actually reviewed this fragrance, and I believe he's the only one who's actually reviewed this scent. And the reason I'm doing it now is because it's obviously been in my collection for a very long time, and I guess I've rubbed it off, you know. I haven't done it just yet, and I think now's the right time to do it. So, the fragrance we're going to talk about comes from the English clothing designer house of Lee Cooper. And this fragrance is called Originals Gentleman for Men. Obviously, it's for men. It's called Gentleman. Anyway, this fragrance came out in 2010 and it's known as an Oriental Spicy. Now, I don't know whether to call it an Oriental Spicy. I guess it's on the fresh side, but we will talk about, obviously, the smell soon. Now, in case you don't know about Lee Cooper, they are a British house. They're actually a very high quality clothing brand. They make a lot of clothes, but they're most famous for their denim jeans. I actually own quite a few of their jeans, and they're very good quality, put it that way. And I've never really investigated into their fragrances as much, but this fragrance, I'm just going to come out there and say it, okay? This is a cheap scent. I think I paid just under a tenner for this fragrance, and that was about 3 or 4 years ago, so it's been in my collection for a while. And as you can see, I'm just halfway through it. This fragrance is amazing, right? Longevity on this fragrance, I get about 8 hours, which is pretty decent, and it's also very, very similar to one fragrance. And, well, it's actually similar to two fragrances. The one fragrance I'm going to talk about, because it came out first, is Allure Homme by Chanel. If you've smelled Allure Homme, then you'll pretty much know that this is a similar fragrance to that. And it's also very, very similar to Diesel's Only the Brave, the original in the clear bottle. Now, I would say it's more similar to Only the Brave in the opening, but it's more similar to Allure Homme more in the base and the dry down. So there are a lot of similarities, but we are going to talk about the fragrance now. So here's what the bottle looks like. Not really special. We do get this pretty cool pattern, which is like sort of zigzags and whatnot. If you turn it over, you can see that they're crossed over, so we get stripes down this way and we get stripes down there. So it's pretty cool. We get the Lee Cooper logo there. It's pretty much just a sticker, but it's stuck down pretty nicely. The cap is made of metal, and we get this like leathery board around here, so it's nice to take off. And the sprayer is faultless. Spray is amazing for this. Check this out. It's amazing. I mean, it's better to spray further away, but if you spray close like I have, you can see how wet it's made my hand. But yes. So, let's get into this fragrance. Now, who is the perfumer before I forget? I don't know. I couldn't find who designed this scent. It's quite sad because I think this is a really good scent, and it really does deserve to show its real master, if you like. But the fact that it doesn't is kind of crap. So, let's get into the notes. Now, in terms of the top, I'm reading this off base notes, by the way. In the top, we get citrus accords and cardamom. In the middle notes, we get rosemary, nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger. I actually didn't realize there was cinnamon in this fragrance. I think that's why I like it so much. But anyway, in the base notes, we get amber, musk, and leather. Okay, so let's get into this scent. Okay, so straight away, to my nose, this smells very warm. It's warm, it's clean, and it's very, very sweet. If you're into your sweets, like sweet fragrances, you will like this one. It opens up very clean, very fresh, like a sort of out of the shower sort of smell. But there's a lot of warmth coming through, and I guess that's some of the middle notes playing a big part. Maybe the nutmeg, the ginger, and the cinnamon, because they're all obviously really warm notes, so they could be playing a big part in the opening. But so far, very citrusy. We do get a lot of citruses. I would say more like a lemon more than anything else. I wouldn't Maybe like a lime also. I do get a bit of a lime feel. So it's like a lemon and lime combination with a sort of warm background of maybe like a cinnamon. Maybe a little bit of nutmeg. I wouldn't say I could smell a lot of it, but I suppose I do maybe get the tiniest touch of it. But rosemary, I do get a floral, so you know that could be either the cardamom or the rosemary. So it just smells very powdery. It smells like a white floral, so I don't know. And in terms of the base notes, amber, musk, and leather. Well, the amber in this fragrance is very, very sweet. So I guess where we're getting the sweetness from is from the amber. Because as soon as you spray this, it's very, very sweet on your skin. Now at this point, when I mentioned before about Diesel's Only the Brave, you smell the Only the Brave more in the opening. So if you have that fragrance, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how it's citrusy and it's quite fresh, but it's got a sort of warm quality to it? This is like that. This is very, very much like that. And after this has been on your skin for maybe like an hour or two, the Allure Homme from Chanel starts to come through. So yeah, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, I really like Allure Homme. I haven't got a bottle of it, but I know I will someday. And I've seen countless reviews of people talking about it online. And the first thing people talk about is the quality. Now, of course, Chanel, they are a quality fragrance house. They really are. I mean, obviously they don't just make fragrances, they make, you know, Coco Chanel. She was a designer, but in terms of their fragrances, they really are amazing. And this one's quality, you know? So I don't know if it's more quality compared to this. I mean, it probably is, but this one to me smells so high quality. And I believe it's made by the house of Jacques Bogart. I believe they manufacture the fragrance. So that's probably why, because, you know, I love my Jacques Bogart scents. That's probably why I do like this quite a lot. But yeah, really, really nice scent, guys. I think in terms of the base, very sweet amber. I don't really get a musk, but I do get maybe like the tiniest touch of leather. Obviously, in a fragrance as cheap as this, the leather will not be perfected as much as it is in the likes of Colonial Leather or Midnight in Paris by Van Cleef & Arpels. So yeah, there's always, you've just got to kind of persevere with notes that don't smell as high quality. But I think in general, this fragrance actually does smell really, really good for the price. I think it's a great bang for the buck. And I think it would make a perfect sort of autumn time fragrance because it's very warm. And I'll be honest, the reason I didn't put this in my autumn list is because I just recently started revisiting this fragrance, and I'm so glad I did. It's been one of those scents that's been at the back of my shelf, and I kind of feel sad that I've left it there, to be honest, because I've never disliked this scent. But I guess I just have other fragrances that really deserve to be at the front, you know what I mean? I would highly recommend you check this one out. If you're into Allure Homme, the original Allure Homme by Chanel, and if you really like Only the Brave by Diesel, this will really impress you, I think. Well, I really hope it does, because it impresses me. I just think it's a great scent. Please check it out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful autumn time, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye for now, and keep smelling good.